everybody, welcome back to another daily vlog. I have really been enjoying doing the daily vlogs with you guys. And every timestamp of what I talk about will be down below so that you can skip around if you want. I'm starting the vlog at 1:52 today. So we really haven't been doing much. I've done some housework. Of course, the kids are at school. And I've been playing with Mark, and we've just really been hanging out at the house. There's been snow, a little tiny bit of snow and sleet, so we're not really going anywhere or doing anything. We've just been kind of at home. I really needed the live last night, so I did a live chat last night for me, but it was Thursday night. And it was so fun to talk to you guys and connect. Like, I see your names and stuff on the comments, and a lot of you have watched for a long time, and so I recognize you and your face and all of that and your profile name, but getting to talk back and forth was so fun. I really enjoyed it. We will have to do that really soon again, so I'm thinking maybe at least once a week. If you missed the live and you didn't get to see and talk, I think we went live for an hour and a half. It was so fun. But if you missed it, definitely try to do the next one. You can always watch the replay back, but I feel like the replays aren't, I love watching replays of lives back, but they're not quite as fun as being there live and getting to interact. But we did talk about a lot of stuff. We talked about intermittent fasting. We talked about the kids. We talked about just taste tests and new videos and all kinds of stuff, books. And so I really like to make the lives just free and open to just you guys ask me whatever you want or comment or do whatever, and I'll respond. And it was really fun. So anyway, I really appreciated you guys hanging out with me today. And we just have had a hard week, and I honestly go back and forth whether I want to talk about it on here or not. But ultimately, I want to be real on here, and I don't want to ever be fake, and I want to share what's going on in our life, because when I set out to do these daily vlogs, that was my goal, was to be real and to share the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. A lot of you know that my husband is a minister, and we've been in the ministry our whole marriage. God has moved us around. We've been in Texas, we've been in Georgia, we've been in Alabama, now we're in Indiana, and we've been here for about 2 years. And David was doing the music and a lot of other stuff, associate work here, and we love the area. We know without a shadow of a doubt God moved us here. The way it all worked together, us getting our house, the kids' schools, we just have loved living here, and we know that God's hand was on our move here. But unfortunately, we got some really hard news this week, and really sudden news, which I think we're still in kind of shock about. And I'm going to try to say all of this without crying, because I think I've cried enough. But David unfortunately lost his job this week. The church just they felt like they wanted to go a different direction, and we didn't see it coming at all. But you know what? I keep telling myself, we might have not seen it coming, but God did, and His timing is perfect. And if our time here is ending, then He has something else for us to do. And that's what I always try to remember. We don't work necessarily for a specific church, but when we are in full-time ministry, we work for God, and He moves us where we want. But right now we're just kind of shocked and a little bit, sad, because it's very hard to just cut ties, because we care about, the people here, and we're just kind of sad that, it's ending like this. And it's been a hard thing to kind of even come to grips with. But I do want to tell you guys it's happening, because on the vlogs, you're going to see David being home a little bit more, which I'm excited about him being home right now. We don't know what the future holds right now. We know who holds the future, and our lives are in His hands, but we don't know where we're going to go next. So I just ask you guys that you would not send me advice, because we're really trying to just leave our hearts open to what God is speaking to us, and your support and your love. And the number one thing, your prayers, will mean so much, because God knows the situation and He knows our hearts, and He will make a way. Like, He definitely will make a way. So we're not moving anywhere right now. We're going to stay here until we have a plan going forward. The kids are going to stay in school right now. We're not leaving right now, but we are officially done at our church. So it was really fast, and it wasn't anything against David. It was just a matter of preference, really. So, I've married a man who is so hardworking, and he is willing to do anything that God tells him to do. And he's willing, like, you guys remember when he was working in Alabama as a pastor in a really hard situation, and he was delivering pizzas from Papa John's while he was doing that. Like, he's trying to find just another job to kind of support us until we find our next ministry job. And a lot of things are just kind of up in the air. So I don't have a lot. I know you probably have a lot of questions. Honestly, I have a lot of questions. And I don't have a lot of answers right now. We are really okay. I know I'm tearing up because I'm talking to you guys about it, but we're really okay. Like, we have 100% faith. This isn't our first transition season. The transition seasons are really hard, especially because we have kids. That, to me, is the hardest part. If me and David were just, married and we didn't have any kids, I'd be like, okay, well, where are we going next? But when you have kids in school, and you have a special needs child, and you have friends that they're sad about leaving, and even just finding a new doctor, finding a new dentist. You guys know how much we love our dentist. Like, all of that is kind of weighing on me as a mom. I'm not gonna cry. So anyway, I don't know where I was even going with that, but we're okay. Like, our hearts are okay. I have 100% faith that God's got us and that He's faithful. 100%. Like, I'm not worried. I'm just sad. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to kind of grieve that. Nate's leaving for school. That was his notification on his tracker that he's headed home. But anyway, and the cool thing is in all of our moves, I remember doing this exact same speech on a video when we left Georgia, and crying about Nate's school and feeling like so nervous about having to move him. But these kids are so resilient. God always is faithful to lead us to. He cares. Like, it will be the right church, but it will also be the right school for Nate, and it'll be the right house for us, and it'll be the right, everything, because God cares about all the little details, not just the one big one. So I'm going to keep vlogging. I am not stopping. I am not stopping. And if you want to support us, the best thing you can do is just pray. If you're a praying person, just pray for our family. Pray that God will lead us in the right directions, and He will open the right doors and close the wrong doors. And that would be amazing. If you want to help my channel, the best way to do that is just to give the vlogs a thumbs up, share them with a friend, leave a comment. Any kind of engagement like that really helps. But I'm still going to be vlogging, and we'll just see how this year goes. And I know that there's better days ahead. Like, yesterday was a really bad day, but greater things are to come. And we're really, like I said, we're really okay. So I know I just cried my eyes out, but you guys are like my sounding board. So anyway, that is the news. And it's going to be fine. I have no doubt. So, anyway, the kids are coming home from school, and it's Friday. So I really want to make it a fun night for them. We had to tell Lucy last night the news, and it's been hard for her. So I really want to make this fun. and we're going to do some fun dinner. I'm making a buffalo chicken dip, so maybe I can make that on the vlog and show you guys how easy my buffalo chicken dip is. Of course, the kids aren't going to care about that, but me and David, we need some comfort food. So I'm going to make buffalo chicken dip, and then I'm probably going to make them some homemade pizza. And then maybe we'll do popcorn and a movie. Like, I just really want to have some family time tonight. And just be together, because like I was telling Lucy, everybody has bad days, and some people's bad days are they find out their mom has cancer, or that they don't have the money to pay their power bill, or, everybody has stuff. Everybody has bad days. And, our family is healthy. Our kids are healthy. God has provided for us to have groceries and heat and all of the things. Like, we are so blessed. And when he moves us to a new thing, and it's like a new adventure. So anyways, you guys, you never know what a week is going to hold. You never know. And, that's okay. Like, we don't have to know everything. I think if we know, it would make it harder, right? So anyway, that is it for right now. I will catch y'all back in a little bit. We'll check this kid's lunches, see how much they ate, and we'll also maybe make some buffalo chicken dip together. I'm real excited about that. And just kind of hang out today on this like really dreary day. So I also need to do some laundry, all that boring stuff, but I love you guys, and thank you for being here for me always, no matter what. I really do appreciate it so much. All right, you guys. So Nate is home, and David's with him, and Mark's taking a nap. Lucy gets home in about an hour, a little less than an hour, but I kind of wanted to do something just to clear my head a little bit. And I didn't walk yesterday with everything that happened. I just couldn't. So I tried to take a nap yesterday, and I just couldn't go to sleep. Like, I have so much energy lately that even trying to take a nap is kind of hard for me, and I used to take naps all the time. So I wanted to do something for myself, and I thought, should I go walk or should I take a nap, try to take another nap? Because I haven't been sleeping well, obviously. The last couple nights have been really hard. So I went back and forth on what I should do, because laying down kind of sounded good, but I thought, you know what? I think I will feel a lot better listening to my podcast and just taking a walk, doing something for myself, because I'm not giving up on my goals and my plan. Like, I know that this year is still going to be a year of growth for me, and I am determined to not let anything derail me, anything. So I'm going to go walk, but it's freezing outside, so y'all know where I'm headed. I'm headed to Walmart to walk inside Walmart and listen to my podcast and just let everything else go. So I'm about to head there right now. I am my Fitbit's about to die, which sucks. I'm hoping it'll last till I get back. I'm only at like 2,400 steps. And so I would like to get, to 7,000 or 8,000 on my walk for about an hour, and then I'll come home. I was asking David, like, what sounds good, for like a fun family night tonight, and he was wondering if we should do like ice cream for the kids and him. He loves ice cream, and I don't think we have any, so I may pick up some ice cream and like do like ice cream sundaes or something. I do have like brownie mix, so I could make brownies. I'm gonna see what the price of ice cream is as all of this is happening. We do have income coming in for a little while, so that's good. And we're just going to be really careful also to not spend a lot of money. And so I'm really glad I have like a stockpile of stuff at my house. My freezer is full. My pantries are full. And so we will, of course, buy groceries, and we're not going to be going without anything. But, just to be more careful until we have steady income coming in again. So, we are going to be careful. But I thought some ice cream might be a good fun night thing to do tonight. Maybe popcorn and ice cream sundaes. I mean, that sounds good. Have a little treat. And I'm not sure what our plans are for this weekend, for Saturday especially. I'm not sure what we're going to do. If we're going to just hang out at home, or it's going to really depend on the weather. So you'll stay tuned. I'll be vlogging. But right now I'm going to go do some walking and just kind of clear my head, listen to some crime podcast, and, just do something that's going to make me feel more energized than even a nap would. So here I go. You guys, I am home from walking. I walked right at an hour. I am at, come on, focus. Doesn't want to focus, y'all. I'm at 8,385 steps. So that's good. It felt good to walk. Lucy ate all of her lunch, and Nate ate all of his lunch. So I'm going to get this kitchen kind of straightened up, and then I'm going to make the buffalo chicken dip. So I will show you guys that in just a sec. All right, you guys, this is going to be the easiest thing you've ever seen. You'll whip it together in just a second. Hold on, I don't have my chicken. Let me grab my pre-cooked chicken. Okay, I add extra chicken than the recipe says. This is probably like 3 cups of shredded white meat chicken. Okay, so in my bowl, I have a very, I have a very melty cream cheese. It helps if it's not only softened, but really like I put a softened block of cream cheese in the microwave for like 30, maybe a minute. All right, so we're gonna add a cup of buffalo wing sauce. I like the Frank's. You can use whatever kind. And then you're going to need a cup of ranch, which I left over here. Okay. So we're going to do a cup of ranch. Don't waste like good like homemade ranch in this. You won't be able to tell it different. I like just the Great Value one. It's really good. I may need to open another one. I think I can make this work. Sorry, you guys. Easy. Let me shake some down. Yeah, we definitely have enough with this bottle. Use the last little bit here. Okay. Then throw in a cup of ranch. This is also a really good low carb recipe if you want to get with like veggies instead of chips, or like pork rinds. I know people do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken. Like I said, this is a little more. The recipe I think says 1 to 2 cups. I do more. I don't know. I'm going to do that much and see. That's probably over 2 cups right there. You still want it to be really saucy, but not too thick. Actually, that may be good for me. So maybe like 2 to 3 cups is what I usually use. Okay. And I like the chicken really good and shredded. Like you don't want huge pieces. And the last thing that's going to go inside is some shredded cheese. I have just a little bit of like freshly grated, so I'm going to put this on top. And then just put some plain shredded. You need like a cup. Sorry. I just guesstimate. Knocking stuff over. Okay. That is literally it. You're just going to pop this into a greased baking dish. I like to use like a 8x8. Actually, this may be a 9x9. You're just going to stick it in there. And I'm going to top it with some more cheese. And then I'm going to put it into a 375 degree oven until it's nice and bubbly. Maybe 30 minutes. I never time anything. I just leave it in there until it looks good to me. And it's nicely browned and bubbling. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is so good. Okay. I'm not going to use all this cheese on top, but just a nice sprinkle. This cheese is some that I had from when we went to Wisconsin, and it's like sharp cheddar, and it is so good. So I'm trying to make it last as long as I can without wasting it. All right, that's it. It took like no time. I'm going to go stick this in a hot oven, and then we're going to have this. I think I have some potato skins in the freezer, so we're going to cook those. I may make some guacamole because that sounds really good to me. And we're going to have just like a fun dinner, throw a pizza in the oven for the kids. Yum. All right, you guys. So, oh my gosh, I am so full. I'm going to go ahead and end my fasting before I keep talking in my timer. I use the Fastic app. I get that question a lot. FASTIC. And it's really cool because it keeps track of your fast. And my eating window is right at an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart my fast. Dinner was so good. The buffalo chicken dip, like there are no words. Here's my plate. I had buffalo chicken dip. I may have had more than one serving of that. And then I had a little bit of guacamole I made out of just one mini avocado. And putting the guacamole on top of a chip with buffalo chicken dip, really good. And then I had some peppers and some carrots just to kind of have something fresh. It was delicious. Like I eat the buffalo chicken dip so much that my mouth is like irritated because of the vinegar in that buffalo sauce. It's so good. It's so good. There are no words. I will say last time when I made it on Christmas. Oh, do you need help? Marky needs help with number blocks. You want to watch number blocks?
Yeah, the number blocks.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Oh, it's about to die. We got 4%. Okay, go eat your dinner.
Go.
You don't normally let him watch his Kindle while he's eating his dinner, but today we're just letting everybody have fun. It's Fun Friday. Let's see. What was I saying? For Christmas, I made buffalo chicken dip, and I chopped up the chicken. And it wasn't quite as good. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. I would definitely recommend using shredded chicken just because the sauce soaks into the chicken more. And it becomes more cohesive, I guess. It is so good. There are no words. And I love, I know that's a high fat dip, right? You got ranch dressing and cheese. Even the sauce is, the buffalo sauce maybe have some butter in it. I don't know. But because it's wing sauce. Anyway, that's a higher calorie dip, but I don't have to lighten it up because I'm doing fasting, so I can feel fine about eating that occasionally. I don't eat it every day or anything. And then, I'm fasting breakfast, lunch, and all the snacks. And so I just love getting to indulge in something like that. And I was thinking today, we've done really good this year about not eating out, really good. We've eaten out, maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. And a lot of times it'll be cheap, like McDonald's or something for the kids. Me and David will eat at home. We've done really good. And I think it's because I'm intermittent fasting and I'm letting myself have something I really enjoy for dinner, and I'm not trying to lighten everything up because there's a reason restaurant food tastes so good. It's high fat, and it's, I'm not saying that it's okay or you should eat that every day, but I'm letting myself have that more, and it's kind of taken the craving away from wanting to eat out, because honestly, the food I make is better, not to brag or anything, but it tastes better than anything that I could get out, and it's so much cheaper. So I really attribute our success with cooking at home more solely on being more satisfied with the meals I'm making. For so long, when I'm counting calories and I'm all of this stuff, Weight Watchers and Optavia, all the things I've done, dinner was just so stressful because, you had to count and measure everything and try to figure out a recipe that would go into your plan. And I just had a really hard time with it. And so what would happen is we would just stop it. I would be forget it. I don't feel like doing it today. And I would just go off track. We would go out to eat. So, who is this? Oh, it's my husband. Does anybody else's husband text them? Me and David do this all the time. We're in the same house. He's right across the living room. But we always text each other. So, anyways, let's see. What was I going with that? I don't know. I just feel way more satisfied with the types of food that we're eating, and we're saving money because we're not eating out. We're saving money because I don't do the fun coffees and the, smoothies and all of the little things that really do add up. And that's just really cool. And what's crazy is, okay, y'all know, I just told you this morning, or you saw just a few minutes ago, that we've had a really crappy day. Like, I don't know a lot more stress besides like a death than losing a job. It's really, really hard. And it's even harder for us to lose a ministry job as opposed to just my husband lost his job, because our whole family is involved in that. It's not just David's job. It's like our church, it's our community. It's everything. And so that loss was really, really hard. It is still really hard. We're still like, I still feel kind of, I think I'm in shock. Like I feel kind of numb from it. But normally any sort of day that was bad, even half as bad as what we've had going through, I would have just gone off track. I would have been like, forget it. I'm too stressed out. I am not counting calories and I'm not doing anything. But because I feel so good doing intermittent fasting, it wasn't even a thought for me to stop doing that, even in the midst of complete chaos. Even like I've been energized to walk, even today that was really crappy, you know? So I just feel so good. And I'm sorry if you get tired of hearing it, but I looked for so long, and that's the thing, like this may not work for you, but you have to find what does. And I looked for so long for something, and I feel like I tried everything, and I finally arrived at this really works for me. And I could see, you know, they say don't ever do a lifestyle that you don't foresee doing long term, you know, that you can't do for the rest of your life. I truly feel like I could do this for the rest of my life, on good days, bad days, any other day. I can fast, because to me it's so much easier than trying to restrict. And I get to enjoy the foods I like. And I think the binge eating I had all those years, I should really struggle with binge eating. And I really think it came from restricting food groups. And that's why I will never do that. I will never say I'm not having bread and I'm not having carbs and I'm not having processed food, because that leads to me eating a ton of it because I've restricted for so long. You know, you can only white knuckle something for so many days, weeks, months before you're just going to completely go off track. At least that's how I have found. But anyway, dinner was really good, and I made the kids a pizza, so they're eating right now. I always eat a little bit early. A lot of times we do sit down together as a family, and our whole family eats early. And I like to eat around 4:30 or 5. But the kids had a snack, so it was a little early for them to eat. So they're finishing up their pizza right now. We're going to hang out together. I know Lucy's excited for ice cream. I really just didn't feel like ice cream today. I thought I would, but after all that buffalo chicken dip, I really just felt like something more light. And so I just had a bowl of mixed berries. So we had like fresh raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, and I just topped it with some whipped cream, and it was like the perfect way to end my eating. So I really want to say thank you guys for all of your support and love. I know you guys, you always like come through for me with all the love and support and everything. And we're going to get through this together, and I can't wait to show you guys what God does, because I know he's going to turn this ship around and we're going to be fine. And you know, as sad as I am about leaving this city that we love and this house, like I know that he has better things. And it's another adventure, you know. So I love you guys. That's gonna be it for today. If you like the video, it's okay to give it a big thumbs up, because like I said, God's got this and we're okay. Stay tuned. There's going to be more talking about all of this in the future. We're still, like I said, a little shell-shocked right now. That's okay. Like I said, we're happy, we're healthy, we have our family, which is the most important thing. And me and David together, we can get through anything. So I love you guys. Leave me a comment, subscribe if you're new and you want to follow along on our journey. We would love to have you, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright, 'cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like